of artificial intelligence in our webinar titled Dream, Create, Innovate, AI Career Exploration. So I request all of you to keep your notepads and your questions ready. Kindly feel free to use the chat box to post any questions that you may have, and we'll make sure to take those up. Now, for our speaker for today, we are fortunate to have Professor Shreyas Nambiar. Professor Nambiar brings over 27 years of corporate and academic expertise from leading UK universities, specializing in setting up offshore campuses globally. Known for his strategic leadership, innovative policies, revenue growth, and team development, he excels in simplifying complex operations and implementing technology effectively. His empathetic approach and focus on MSME segments make him a sought-after consultant recognized for delivering success through clear guidance and innovative strategies. We welcome you, sir. We also have Ms. Vani Bhalla, an education sector professional with over 14 years of industry experience and a bachelor's and master's degree in economics and a postgraduate diploma in marketing. Ms. Bhalla is deeply interested in exploring the Indian and global education ecosystem. Her work experience spans across outreach, counseling, recruitment, training, online assessment development, digital marketing, and liaising with schools and universities. She is currently heading communications for Universal AI University, India's first AI university, and undergraduate admissions for North and Northeast India. Thank you for being here with us today, ma'am. This webinar is being conducted in collaboration with the Universal AI University, which is India's first AI university, offering various undergraduate programs in the field of engineering, business and management, sound and music, design, and liberal arts. They believe with the world moving towards more automation and digital transformation, AI education and research is highly important for a country to stay competitive in the global economy. Thus, Universal AI University aims to be a key driver of the country's growth and development in the 21st century by teaching students universal skill sets. At Universal AI University, they are dedicated to providing students with cutting-edge knowledge and skills in artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science. Their state-of-the-art facilities, renowned faculty who are leading experts in the field, and innovative curriculum ensure that the students are equipped with the tools they need to excel in the fast-paced tech industry. The focus here is on hands-on experiential and immersive learning, industry partnerships backed by 60 global CEOs, and real-world CMAPS projects that cannot be found anywhere else. Our moderator for today is Ms. Shilpa Singh. Having 25 years of experience in career guidance, life coaching, HR management, and teacher training, Ms. Shilpa Singh brings a holistic purview of the entire education and skill building spectrum from schools to organizations. She has a strong foundation in people management skills and holds a master's degree in psychology. Her expertise ranges from schools to the business sector, passionately delivering career workshops to thousands of students and professionals. Thank you for joining us today, ma'am. This webinar today is brought to you by Mindler. Mindler is India's leading career counseling firm, which focuses on helping students achieve career clarity. They have helped lakhs of students and partnered with more than 150 reputed schools across India to achieve the same. They have the world's most advanced career planning platform for schools developed by a team of alumni from Harvard, ISB, IIT, IIM, and the world's leading psychometrician. It has been incubated by IIM Ahmedabad and ISB Hyderabad. Mindler has been awarded the Best Career Guidance Platform by National Startup Awards, Entrepreneur India, and Education World. They have also been awarded and recognized by the Ministry of Science and Technology India and the Ministry of State. With that, I would like to thank all of you again for joining us today and pass the session on to Ms. Shilpa. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Pari, and welcome to our very esteemed panel for being with us here today. We're going to be able to talk about what is a buzz right now, which is artificial intelligence. I think there were those people who kind of got on and cottoned on to the idea of AI a lot earlier, I think, but within our revolution of digitization and technology, AI has brought about a massive amount of change. Um, all of us are using AI, and students have been using AI now more recently, of course, with having ChatGPT do your homework for you. Apart from that, there is so much more that can be done, and I think absolutely correct what the university feels in terms of the way automation is going. Um, it would be remiss if I did not say that I think every student who now goes into the working world or who's going to begin working soon or getting into the college world should not be familiar with AI. You have to get familiar with artificial intelligence, whether as a user or as somebody who's going to be involved in it from a technical perspective, or someone who's going to be interacting with it based on the products and the services you will buy and engage with. So AI is here to stay. I am still figuring out if we are going to one day have a iRobot situation and try to figure out if we're going to be fighting AI for our lives. I'm hoping not. So let's hope that's not the direction we're going in and we can keep this harnessed. But it is a huge change and it is a very important change. I think, in terms of artificial intelligence, what it will hopefully allow us to do, and this is my personal belief, it'll free our minds up to be able to do higher order thinking, to be able to engage in more creative pursuits, to be far more innovative than we have been, using that technology to go forward. So thank you very much for sharing information that you will be. I think it's very important. May I request Professor Nambiar to be able to share the presentation? I think you have a presentation you'd like to share with us. And then, of course, I will go ahead and I'll be asking questions. I would request all the students, parents who are online, please to be able to note down your questions. You can pop them in the chat and we will be taking care of them. Either we will be answering them for you or someone from the university will. So Professor Shreyas, all yours, and then I will circle back to you as soon as we're done with this, and I have a whole bunch of questions for you.
Thank you, Pari. Thank you, Shilpa ma'am, and thank you, everyone. And loudly, we have got some good amount of people who are online today. And as you rightly told, we are talking about the buzzword AI, right? And as Pari was telling, and as ma'am was also telling, we call ourselves as India's first AI university. So let me first make it clear why we call ourselves as India's first AI. Every university or any institution today you go, they will definitely be talking about AI and emerging tech. But why we call ourselves as first India's first AI university is because we don't just teach AI or treat AI as a separate subject. Okay, so in case if you're touching upon any topic inside this place, whether it is HR, whether it is operations, whether it is marketing, supply chain management, you talk about any other school of design or sound engineering or liberal arts, we try to infuse AI there. So it's not that you are taken up a course which actually handles AI ML and then you are taught AI. No. So it's like you do anything here and AI is a part of it. We have infused AI in that way. So you become job ready day one. People today don't like to spend time and effort and money to train you to get onto that AI mindset and use different tools which they are being using in the industry. That we do it day in, day out, as and when our teachers, walk into the classes and teach them. So that is why we call ourselves as India's first AI university. Yeah. Plus, we have been doing a lot of AI projects, industry projects since a long time. The people associated with us have been using AI and emerging tech almost 2 decades now. So that is one more advantage which we have, which our students piggy ride on, and then they are able to work on real-time projects. So that again, gives an edge to us. So hope you understood why we call ourselves India's first AI university. So let me start my presentation. So what do we do at the university? What all do we touch in? So we unlock the power of artificial intelligence. That's the buzzword what we are talking today. And there are some subsets, which actually is a part of artificial intelligence, like machine learning. Because without machine learning, you cannot have any artificial intelligence, right? End of the day, it's all about machines learning and then performing as you want. Then we have got augmented reality, which we call as AR. Then we have got virtual reality, which we call as VR. You might have heard of this word called virtual reality. Augmented reality is something which you all might have played Pokemon Go. That is a perfect example of augmented reality. Yeah. Internet of Things is something which we have been living day in, day out, but unknowingly you have been using all these things. All these smartwatch sitting on your wrist and the Alexas of the world, these are all part of Internet of Things. And there are many other emerging tech. So one thing which I wanted to tell you was don't confuse yourself with all this technology around us, everything to be AI. No. If you specifically talk about blockchain, blockchain is a completely different domain. It has nothing to do with artificial intelligence. Okay. So, but a mix and match of all this all this emerging technology along with artificial intelligence is going to become a different ball game altogether. Okay. So these are the you know different areas which we work at Universal AI University. So having said that, what is artificial intelligence? We all know. So I'm just going to rush through this so that we actually make a base on the discussions what I'm going to have in the next few slides. Artificial intelligence is actually asking a machine to behave like what humans do, right? What we are expecting it to do. We are blessed, we human beings are blessed with cognitive skills, right? We can think, we can see, we can perceive things, we can know what is right, what is wrong. So it is inspired by the way which we live. Okay. So overall, its core idea is building machines and algorithms which are capable of performing computational tasks which would otherwise require a human-like brain function. So this is what actually artificial intelligence is all about. Having said that, the word artificial intelligence was first coined out in 1956. So you understand how old it is, and we are talking about artificial intelligence now. So it's more than 50 years nobody was talking it. Now, why are we talking about artificial intelligence now? Because it has entered our home. It has entered your textbooks. We have got access to it, which we didn't have previously. It was only in the development stage, and corporates used to use, and other high end. It was used at a very high end level, but at individual level we are using it. That's why I'm telling the smartwatches which you are using is actually is intelligent system sitting on your. It is monitoring you 24/7. It's a part of AI, isn't it? So now we are experiencing it much. Have you seen a smartwatch 5 years back or 4 years back? No. Have you ever used ChatGPT 2 years back? No. But now we are using it. It's all a part of your day-to-day life. So we talk about this AI as the buzzword today. Yeah. But it has been there for a long time in different, school of thoughts and different nomenclatures. Yeah. So we are talking about cognitive skills. We all know. So what are the major milestones? As I told you, in 1950, Alan Turing, you might have heard this gentleman called Alan Turing. He's the one who actually proposed the Turing test. Turing test means something which, whether a software is able to behave like a human behaving out. The output of a software can almost be humanish. So in case if you want to test that, that is something called as Turing test. He was proposing this formula in 1950. So if you can see 1956, the first artificial intelligence, this term was coined out in one of the paper. So it has been developing for a long time, but in middle, there was a AI winter where the governments and of the world and the researchers of the world had to put it a stall because they had got other important things to deal with, like the famines and the pandemics and the world wars and all those things. So that is why. But then since last 1 decade, things have been moving very fast. So I'm just giving in case if you see, you might have seen this, and you can see on my screen, Mr. Pascal. Okay, this he is one of the inventor in 1942. He invented this mathematical calculator. See, what is AI? Making machines do what you can do, right? So he tried to make the first mathematical calculator in 1642. We are talking at that. Okay, so that is the first time when we thought that machine should work for us. So, okay, let's go far. So we all know that, these are the, industrial revolutions which actually changed the world. First was the steam, second was electricity, third is the computing, which had come almost around 30, 40 years back. And now we are talking about intelligence. Yeah. So definitely this is going to be the fourth. So we are talking about Industry 4.0. Now, before understanding Industry 4.0, we have already got Industry 5.0 around the corner. So people are starting talking about that also. So we all expect that, these are the changing, scenarios of the whole world. Okay. So having understood that, in case now we are talking about how our career is going to be in future, and specifically to do with AI emerging tech, we should understand where we are today. Okay. So I will quickly explain it in a very laymanish language so that we all understand in where are we today when we talk about artificial intelligence. Let us divide it into three stages. Okay. One is artificial narrow intelligence. Second is artificial general intelligence. And then the third one is artificial super intelligence. Okay. So if you ask me, where are we today? We are in the transition stage from the narrow intelligence to the general intelligence. So if you can see, stage one is machine learning. So what we are trying to do, we are trying to make machine behave like us. So we are training them. We are training them with our data sets. So suppose if you are talking about myself, okay, I am a 47-year-old man with a lot of information which I have gathered with me for the last 47 years. So in case if you want to clone me, okay, I have to train something. So whatever information I have got has been trained and fed into the machine. Okay, so if you look at ChatGPT, you ask for a recipe of a chocolate or a cookie or a recipe of a nuclear bomb, it will try to give it to you. You understand what I'm saying? So it has been trained. So it has been trained with data sets what Shreyas Nambiar knows, what Vani ma'am knows, what Shilpa knows. All these things have been trained, but still it is training itself. It's not that we have got everything. So when can we say that we are in the stage two where machine has become intelligent? Suppose we are around 100 people out here in the webinar today, right? The machine has known only around 60 to 70% of the data. Other 40% is still left. There are Vani ma'ams, and Shilpa ma'ams, data still not fed. Machine has not become generally intelligent. Suppose if you ask ChatGPT what you cannot help me with, it will give you a list of things. So it is not ready yet. It is not generally intelligent. So don't go anywhere. Ask ChatGPT itself. Where are you? Which all things can you work for me, and which all things do you think that you cannot help me with? It will tell you these are the list of things which I cannot help you with because I am getting trained on that. Okay. So that is the time when ChatGPT will accept, okay, now you tell me, ask me anything, I can give you anything. That is the time when it is called as AGI. So we are talking, the world is going towards AGI, the ChatGPT 5 is coming, it will be it's like 100x better than ChatGPT 4. That's all said. So that is why it is not far, but in another 5 to 10 years, I think before that we should be reaching artificial general intelligence. That is when a machine become intelligent. Third thing what we are talking about is artificial super intelligence. Now, ma'am was telling, we might have to run around getting worried about computers taking over and stuff like that. Many movies have been made, like the Terminators of the world, and you might have looked. Okay, these are all things when it comes. We are talking about artificial super intelligence when machine becomes conscious. You all might have heard of Thanos, right? What is Thanos doing? Thanos wants to finish half of the world. That is his agenda. Why he is doing? He is doing it because he wants the world to survive. So from his perspective, he's thinking about the world and he's thinking that half of the population should get extinct so that the world can survive for future. So that is, he's becoming conscious. As of now, machines don't have that consciousness to decide. That is when we are talking about artificial super intelligence. So it is long time, it's down the line because it's nowhere in the future that it is going to happen immediately. So we are all safe now as of now. So just to make you understand, we have got these three stages to understand in which era we are living in. So if you agree with me, we are from the stage one to the stage two, where machine is learning and getting more intelligent day by day. You all agree with me on this? Yeah. So, so we are here, okay? We will be talking about going from narrow intelligence to general intelligence to super intelligence to transcendent agent to cosmic AI to God-like AI. This is where we are talking. When it comes to that level, you should understand what AI is going to do, isn't it? Yeah. You might have heard of you've all seen Cifra. Okay, the movie which was latest, the Bollywood movie Sifra. Okay, what you are actually see the difference between Chitti, Rajnikant's Chitti and Sifra. You understand this? Chitti falls in love with Aishwarya Rai. Okay, he is actually more human, and Sifra is still not reached that level. Just to give you a comparison, okay, I'm just telling you that. Okay, Chitti needed, it needed a person to charge his battery. As on when it goes like, it gets on to the next level, it will self-charge itself. There are different, school of thoughts which we can discuss about. Yeah. So giving this different stages, why I'm talking about this slide is we all know about generative AI. Okay, generative AI is an example, the best tool, AI tool which we are having as of now to use to experience AI to the fullest is ChatGPT. Okay, you all agree with that? That is the best form in understanding where AI has reached. For us to physically understand, use it, okay, this is AI. So that is called generative AI. Generative AI is actually a subset of deep learning, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. This is how it has been evolved. Okay. So when we are talking about deep learning, you're talking about using neural networks, how our brain works. Okay. In case if I am asking you like read or something like you put some information in front of you. A human brain can think many logical ways, either this way, either that way. So that kind of a processing has been taught. So you ask ChatGPT to do something for you in different formats. It will help you to get in that format, isn't it? So that is how a human works. So we have almost reached that stage, and ChatGPT doing a nice job. But again, there is something called as hallucination which is happening. See, end of the day, it can give you only which it is trained on. Okay, so there are a lot of false data which has there are a lot of regulations and a lot of government authorities who have to jump in for ethical AI, and regulatory frameworks have to come in where these AI models are trained in a proper manner. Like suppose today if you go and buy a pressure cooker, like you all know that we all get pressure cooker, and you're comfortable in buying that because it is the ISI certified. Okay. That means that it is safe. It will not blow up in your kitchen. The same way, the government has come out with this regulation that any product or service which is made using AI should be certified that this is safe. We have kept all those regulatory, terms and conditions in place before we have, made this, so that we as a user also come to know that we are talking to or we are using a product which is made from AI, something like that. Yeah. So that is being done. US has already passed it. India is on its way. Yeah. So this is just the same thing given in a diagram where you're talking about generative AI, large language model. This is a part of computer vision, deep learning, natural language processing, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. This is the whole, universe in which we are as of now. So we will just skip this. So we will not have time for this. Okay, so now this is very important. Now we are still in the transition where I'm saying, see, if you see, in case if I ask ChatGPT to do an analysis for me of yesterday's election results, who won the elections yesterday in India, it will not be able to tell you. Why? Because ChatGPT 4, even the paid version, is trained only till April 2023. Okay. ChatGPT 3.5 is January 2022. The latest one, which I normally prefer, is Claude. Claude.ai is one more AI, which actually is trained with data set of till August 2023. Okay. Beyond that, it cannot give you. But in case if you want to know using generative AI as well as which has got access to the internet, we have got Microsoft Copilot. It also is a generative AI model, and Perplexity. This possesses the capability of retrieving real-time information. So, in case if you want to do a research on yesterday's election results, which has been declared yesterday, you don't go in for all these things. You should go in for either Microsoft Copilot or Perplexity, which has got access to the internet to find out who has won the elections yesterday and what are the results declared, and then use that data for generating the results for you. Okay, so I would suggest you to go in for this. So this shows that the machines are still getting trained. Yeah. So having said that, just to give you an example of what is happening in the world of specifically the AI in 1 minute, I will just give you an example of YouTube. Okay. So the amount of, you know, YouTube videos which is uploaded in 1 hour into the world, in case if I alone want to consume, it will take me 57 years. Just, just imagine the, enormous data you're talking. 1 hour data uploaded on YouTube by all the people using YouTube. If I alone want to finish viewing that content, it will take 57 years for me. So that is the humongous amount of data which you are talking. So having said that, you should understand in which, era we are staying. IBM says that the world's data has been created in the last 2 years. 90% of the data has been created in the last 2 years. That is the research of IBM. But I will tell that this will stay true for every year from now on because you can see the amount of data which is getting up. So to next year also you will say the same thing that last 2 years. After 4 years also you will say last 2 years because 90% that is the amount of data which is going to multiply. That compounding effect is going to be there. So we have already reached zettabyte. So I don't want to get into technical. Just for your information of all my viewers here, you might have heard of byte, kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte. When you buy a laptop today, you at least demand it 1 terabyte of data, right? 1 terabyte of hard disk. So, but in case if you ask where the world has reached, the world has already reached zettabyte. After terabyte comes petabyte, exabyte, zettabyte. The world has got into zettabyte. Now, after that, zettabyte, yottabyte, and brotabyte. Okay, these are the enormous data which is going to come. But the speed at which it is going is see from 2005 to 2015, from 1 zettabyte to 8.5. It took almost 10 years, more than 10 years, right? But in 2020, we were jumped to 44. So you understand where the big data is coming from 8.5 in 2015 to 2020, 44. So it is going to compound further. So why I'm saying this, what perspective is this? Because you need AI to handle such big data. You cannot have the legacy softwares or the normal old softwares which can deal this enormous data which has come. You need something like artificial intelligence to handle this data. And people who knows how to use data will definitely have a good career. That's why what I'm coming to. Yeah. See, if you can see by 2030, you will not have any trucks in US driven by human beings. Everything is going to be autonomous. Okay. You might have heard of Tesla, right? Tesla has tested it very, successfully. You just imagine there are 10 cars, on the road, and there is an 11th car which is driven by me. Okay. So who will be having that factor of human error? Who will be the one who actually tries to push through that orange signal before it falls to red so that I can cross the signal? Only I will have that. Because all others are trained that as soon as it falls to yellow, you need to leave the accelerator and brake. I, as a human, will make sure that before it gets into red, I press the accelerator and cross it. So the element of human error is more when I am driving it. Autonomous vehicle will not be having. So they are going to remove everything. So it's just like, in case today, if you want to go and get a gun license, you need to have a license, right? And you need to tell that I'm a VIP. I have got threat to my life. This is why I require it. The same way, by 2030, you will have to prove why you need a driving license. So I'm talking about that scenario. Okay. So this is what AI is going to have its effect. Now let us talk about how AI in education. Let us read everything. Let us read the only the last line. The modern day education aims to make every student AI ready. Okay. So you might have seen in most of the curriculum, in most of the state boards and the central boards, they have tried to involve AI right from the eighth standard onwards, so that people are ready to understand and get into this new AI field of education. Yeah. Let me skip through. Virtual reality, you all know about this, that we were talking about that. We were talking about Internet of Things. Yeah. Internet of Things. So the thing which is sitting right in your hand. I'll give you some more example, like, suppose if you have a fridge, Samsung has already come out with this fridge. If there's a fridge in your home, which Samsung has come, and you have got that egg tray, okay. And in case if the egg tray has got 12, you can actually customize it as soon as it comes to 2 eggs. My fridge to talk to the nearest, or it can dial or place an order on Amazon and automatically ask you to get a 1 dozen of eggs. Okay, this is Internet of Things. Your fridge is connected to the internet, which is then connected to your retailer or Amazon, whomever you want to, text it to, and then get the eggs for you. So some things are happening on the Internet of Things. How will AI impact the future of work and life? Yes. See, let us skip all these things. I just want you to concentrate. The question should then be humans or computers, but it should be humans and computers. I want to emphasize on this because people say that AI is going to take our jobs, AI will kill all those prospects, and many people will go jobless. See, definitely, see, AI will take some jobs, but it will also create a lot of new profiles. Definitely for that. See, it's always said that people who know AI will definitely take your job. If you don't know AI, you are going to be obsolete. Okay. People who know AI are definitely going to take your jobs. But having said that, AI will not be, causing a lot of, damage to the job market and all. They will also come up with new profiles. We don't know by the next 2 to 3 years, there will be so many new profiles which people using AI will be doing, which we don't know as of now. Like you might have heard of prompt engineering. Prompt engineering was not existing in the last 2 years. That's a new thing which has come up. So there are a lot of things which are going to come up in the next 2 3 years, specifically in the AI domain. In fact, 90% of the leading businesses already have got a lot of investment in AI. I will talk in the future 2 slides where India stands. AI is likely to have a very strong impact on these. If you can see yourself, medical and healthcare after COVID or during COVID, AI actually did a tremendous work. Okay, the world knows that how AI helped it. Automotive, I was talking about driverless cars, ADAS. You talk about any technology today, it's all driven by AI. Cybersecurity. So without cyber, everybody in this on this webinar would have used their GPS and UPI pins and stuff like without any fear whether somebody is going to hack it or not. Even the right from the boot polish guy to the banking authorities are taking this online payment. Why? Because we are more secure. Cyber security is taking care of it. But having said that, there is something called as quantum computing coming into picture. I'm just giving a background on this so that just to tell you how fast AI is moving. In case if you want to understand the normal high performance computing, I'm not talking about the laptops which you are using. I'm talking about the high performance computing which Google's and Amazon web servers are working on, where the Gmail is sitting. Okay. If you're talking about these high performance computing, a, a normal arithmetic algorithm which will take around 45 to 46 years to solve for a normal high performance computer, quantum computing can solve it in 4 seconds. So that is the again the difference of calculation power which is going to have. So just imagine, in case if you are working on some cyber security which has got access to this, in case if I want to if I want to hack into something or brute force into something, what takes me 47 years for a normal algorithm to break even, I can hack it in 4 seconds. You understand what I'm saying? Not everybody. You cannot just walk into a showroom today and ask that I want a quantum computing. No, you cannot do that. Okay. It is not that easily available as of now, but in future, around 25, 30 years down the line, you can also have access to quantum computing. So these are the areas where cybersecurity is playing a major role in career development. Many people are making careers in that. E-commerce, we all might have shopped, on Amazon. At least one item you might have purchased. See, what Amazon is doing is, say, instead of waiting for us to order, they will be sending you the things in front of. Suppose if we are all staying in one building, okay, and we are all ordering. So instead of doing that, they study you, Suppose, Vani madam is buying, one dozen of eggs every 15 days. Shilpa madam is buying something every 1 week. So, instead of waiting for you to order, they will be sending it in one truck instead of 100 trips, and they will save a lot of oil, gas, this delivery people. Instead of that, one truck will come and you open the door and the things will be sitting outside. Okay, I'm just telling how Amazon is trying to use AI in understanding your trends, and you will be taking whatever you need. You will find that it's automatically built. Whatever you leave, it will not be built. Okay, it's again an IoT device. Okay, but definitely you will be taking it because you need that. That is how you have been living. Sports, you all might have seen, nowadays in IPL, you are wearing that strap in your hand. You might have seen all the sportsmen, Bumrah and Virat Kohli. They exactly know by what was the mistake due to which I got out to Bumrah's bowling. They exactly know. Bumrah will also know why my Yorker is not falling in the right place even after trying 5 times. Okay, so artificial intelligence is helping them train. So that is the advancement. Okay, agriculture, we all know it is one of the areas where AI has been helping a lot. I'll give you a quick example in that. Now you might have heard of the drone technology, right? Now every farmer is trying to go organic. So when they want to kill an insect, they cannot use pesticides. So they are using this drone technology with laser. There might be a insect sitting just 1 millimeter side by the other one, which has to be killed. I don't want to kill that. I want to kill that pest which is harmful. So using this technology, I can exactly kill in 1 acre of land. I can finish it off in 15 minutes, which otherwise would have taken hours for me to put pesticides and kill it, and it is no longer organic. Banking, we all know. I was talking about it. Marketing, again, you have this deja vu effect, right? You might have searched for some item or just researched on some. I want to buy a cell phone or I want to buy a new dress. All of a sudden, every social media is giving you all ideas about how to buy that. You might be wondering, how do they know that I want to buy something like this? These are all AI working behind. Yeah. So these are all the different areas where AI is getting impacted. You all know that. So is artificial intelligence a good career? Yes, definitely. It is growing at a rate of 32% every year. Okay. There is a lot of talent gap. Many of them have invested heavily on AI, and there is no proper talent which is available in the market. So AI career, which area career? Just to name a few: machine learning engineers, data scientists, business intelligence developers, research scientists, big data engineers, software architects, data architects, robotics engineers, natural language processing engineers. So these are some of the AI careers which are hot today in the market. Shilpa madam, you can stop me in case if you can indicate me if I got 2 minutes, 3 minutes, so I can finish it up
Yeah, I
fast.
say if we can go for about another 2 minutes and then we'll go to the questions quickly.
Good. So the fastest growing, this is the World Economic Report in for 2023. Okay, if you can see the 10 fastest growing jobs, it's all in AI and emerging tech. You can see AI and machine learning specialists, sustainability specialists, business intelligence, information security, fintech engineers, data security, robotics, agricultural equipment, digital, all are in AI. And if you can see the 10 fastest declining jobs, please pay attention here more because this is the part which you should not be taking up very fast, which is uh, when you take AI taking jobs, these are the jobs which AI is taking specifically. Yeah. So this is again a graph which I wanted to explain in case if I have time. This is the best paid, most vulnerable, best paid, least vulnerable. If you can see the who's and who, compensation and benefit managers, accounts and credit analysts, loan officers, these are were highly brainy guys who were paid very heavily. Okay, but they are the one to be hit first. See, if you can see during the computerization era, it used to hit from the bottom to top. The mundane jobs, the day-to-day entry operators, these all used to get hit. But AI is hitting from top to bottom. That is why the more fear mongering is happening, right? AI is going to take a lot of jobs because it is hitting the most creative jobs first, which otherwise, would not have happened during the computerization era. Are you understanding the difference? Why this fear? So if you can see this, Can you see India on this map, on this list? India is there. We are also among the top investors in AI today. Okay. So we are doing the right thing at the right time. So we are in the right place in India. Okay. So we have got a nice opportunity. And our government is trying to become $1 trillion economy, and definitely AI is going to make that happen. So this is the fun again out here. Just to understand you, everybody is running around, Meta, Google, Microsoft, they're all, but what is needed to make AI run is made by NVIDIA. So they became, they have crossed
Yeah,
billion
they've
dollars,
kind of
isn't it?
taken over and they'll find their
So,
balance out, I think, now. But yeah, but for
so
now,
you,
they're raking it in totally.
exactly. So think out of the box, be in the industry, be in the AI domain, but think where you can make money. So think out of the box.
I wanted to ask you here, Professor, is
Yeah.
what are some of the skills that you think will be required in terms of the technical skills that students should be looking at for sure, and some of the soft skills they should be focusing on now? And then right after that, I think what I do want is I want Vani to be able to kind of jump in to elaborate on the eligibility criteria in terms of subjects, etc. But I do want to be able to have you jump in on technical skills that your students should be coming or developing and the soft skills that they'll be needing.
See, to make a career in AI, ML, and all this emerging tech, you should be a good programmer. Okay, at least you should know basics of Python, R, C++, Java. This will help you. Okay, this is from the programming part of view. In case if you're talking about, okay, uh, you should, in case if you are getting into ML and robotics and neuroscience and stuff like that, then your math also should be good. You have to be good at the basics of calculus and probability and statistics. And these are the things, you should be very good at in case if you want to get into those domains. And as far as the soft skills is going, you have to be, first of all, a good communicator. Okay. See, to make understand the world, what AI can do is very, very difficult. To make this non-techies understand a technical thing, you should be a good, communicator first of all. Yeah. Second thing, you should be very creative. AI can do anything, but you should be able to make it work according to your requirements.
Right.
Third thing which I can say about the soft skills is you should be more agile and adaptable, because you don't know what is happening today, because the AI world themselves are saying that we don't know what is coming tomorrow. So you
Correct.
have to be very agile, adaptable. That is something which I want to say here. This is the soft skills, yes. What was the other question, ma'am? I
No,
hope I answered
technical
the
and
first
soft
question.
skills. And I think the next one I want to be able to go give to Vani to be able to share, which is more Vani for students who are interested in looking at the university and wanting to study at your university. What is the eligibility criteria you're going to look at? What it in terms of subject requirements, in terms of the programs, and mathematics, Professor Shreyas has already mentioned is very important here. But how do we what is the eligibility, what is it that students should have? So how do you consider, what do you do, the process, everything for admissions, if you could walk us through quickly.
Sure. So at Universal AI University, we have 5 different schools. So to name the first school, we have AI and Future Technology School. So within that, we have a BTech in CS with AI and ML and data science as 2 major specializations. Then we have a School of Sound Engineering. That's for students, who are passionate about music. But in India, we really didn't had a degree, for people who are passionate and who wants to make their careers in music. So for that, we have a BTech in Sound Engineering, and then we have a BA in Music and Audio Production. Then we have a School of Liberal Arts and Humanities. Within that, we have a BSc in Psychology and a BA in Economics. So somebody who wants to get into the liberal arts world can definitely look at that. Then we have a design school. Within design, in fact, we've partnered with world's #2 animation university based out of France. It's called Rubica. So within that, we have a bachelor in design with multiple specializations from animation to movie making to game art, game design, so on and so forth. And then we have a very unique BBA, School of Management. So somebody who wants to get into a BBA program. So for them, we have a BBA in AI. Unlike a very traditional BBA where you only do so the major degree will be BBA in AI. And then with that, you can take up a specialization in marketing, finance, based on your choice. But BBA in AI is what you will be studying. So these are the 5 different areas which we have. So we are covering from, somebody who wants to become an engineer to somebody who wants to become a pursue the career in management, from to liberal arts to music and music and the designers of the world. So the only subject combination is if somebody is looking for a BTech course. So within BTech, we have a BTech CS in AI and ML and a data science and a BTech in sound engineering. For these 3 programs, you need to have a PCM, which is physics, chemistry, and maths in your class 12. Apart from that, students from any combination of subjects can study with us in any of the other programs. So somebody's looking for a BBA in AI or a BA in a music or a design course, they can have either a non-science or a commerce or a art student. And having a math is also not a prerequisite. Of course, only for the BTech's world, engineer worlds, we need maths as a prerequisite. Otherwise, students can get into our other programs without having maths. So this is on the combination of the subjects. Now coming quickly to the admission process, applications are open for 2024 2024 batch. In fact, we are starting up with a session, physical classes on 21st of August, and we are starting up our pre-induction on 12th of June. So if somebody is looking to make the career in the AI world, they really need to fasten their process. And in fact, we have also launched India's first metaversal and AI-based admission process. So the
nice.
platform is so the platform is called Eventuality. So the moment somebody applies, that student will get a link, and when you enter that platform, you first have to select your avatar. Based on your personality, you can wear a jeans or a kurta pajama or a sports. And when you enter the world, you can do a 360-degree tour of a campus without even coming to the campus in person. You can go and play a game of a football if you want to do that. There will be other students competing with you at the same time. And plus, this is like a it's like a no human entire admission process is based on AI. So you can actually give that, you can give a test and your interview at any point of time, whether it's at 12 o'clock in the night, or if somebody's sitting in US or a Dubai, you really don't have to get into a 9 to 5 clock system as per Indian, as per our working hours. So it's a 365 into 24/7 admission process. You enter the platform once you apply, and applications are there on our website, or you can contact us for applications. You enter the platform, you give your test, you give an interview, and even the interview is done via AI bot. That's why it's possible to have it anytime you want. And within 24 hours, you'll get the results via the bot. So that's the entire admission process which we have. So primarily entrance and interview. But if somebody have given, for example, JEE, who's looking for engineering, or someone has given SAT or a MHCET or CUT, then you will be exempted from our entrance test. But I do encourage students to give our entrance test as well, because it really adds on to a learning, and it's very different from a regular test. You don't have to go to a center to give a test. You are asked, the bot is asking you the questions. So why not to try your hands on it? It's a 90-minute paper, and then the interview. For the interview, what we really look at is someone, like students, motivational, their communication skills, as even Professor Shreyas was mentioning about having communication as very important. So even when we intake the students, we really look at the overall holistic development. So marks is something which we give only 25% weightage to the marks. Rest 75% weightage is in your hands. So we do we will consider their scores, we will consider their attitude, your confidence, and then we do the cumulative percentile of all the parameters, of your profile, and then we select the student. So that's on the admission process which we have.
Brill. Okay, so if I am a humanities or commerce student, I have opportunities in your university as well that I can explore.
Absolutely.
And question, I will still also be learning something related to AI, or my interaction with that subject with AI while I'm studying, say, a psychology or a BBA or something? Is that interaction still happening there then also, in terms of my being able to learn about it?
So AI is embedded in all our programs. So
Oh, brilliant.
irrespective of irrespective of the background or the course which you are studying with us, whether you're studying BBA or a psychology or a music degree with us, AI is infused, AI is embedded in all our programs.
Outstanding. Okay, that helps a great deal. Now, there was somebody in the chat who asked, I have PCM, but I don't have computer science. Is that okay? No problem? Or
Absolutely okay.
there shouldn't be an issue. All
Only
right.
PCM is a mandate for engineering.
For the BTech courses. Yeah.
Yes, CS is not a mandate. In fact, we expect, I'm sure Professor Shreyas can, add more value to it, that we expect students to have, like, they should come with a clean slate, and they should come here and we have professors, experts to give them training on it. So Professor Shreyas, would you like to add something on that?
Yeah, see, that's why we have also, in case if I don't have PCM, then what?
Yeah.
Will I
Yeah.
not be able to do a career in AI? Definitely you can. So
Yeah,
you
that's
have
what
to,
I wanted to come to actually. I'm a psychology person, I'm a sociology person, I'm a commerce person. Will I still be able to? This is the growing industry. What if I'm not a technical person? Now that means I won't be able to get a job. What will happen to me? So yeah,
right.
that's what I wanted to know.
See, there are two different ways of looking at things. One are people who implement AI, and some are people who use and apply AI. Okay,
Yes,
you can have a win-win situation. In case if you are a BTech guy, you have got both the worlds. But in case if you are not from that engineering background, you can at least implement, use, and deploy and help in the companies grow using AI. So
perfect.
it depends upon where you stand, but that is always an avenue for you.
Perfect. So your program is a 4-year program or a 3-year program, 4-year program, if I'm not wrong,
So the
yes?
BTech is the 4-year program. The BA, as per NEP, can be taught in both 3 years and 4 years. But the advantage is that in your 4-year, you're actually doing 6 months on the job training in all our programs.
Oh,
So
lovely.
it's research based. So in fact, while you study with us, every student will have to do 7 projects during their 3-year or 4-year tenure with us, which ranges from like a AI project to a smart project, which is to do with the community and a social service. Then you're doing 2 CMAPs. Basically, that's problem solving projects where where you actually work in a live project with the industry and you try and solve the problem. So 2 of such projects students have to do. Then you do a research paper. You even have to write a research paper. So it's very research oriented, and students spend maximum time in out of the books. I mean, they spend maximum time in like technology world, in AI labs, and that's the concept of experiential learning, which we have incorporated in all our subjects. So 50 to 70% of our curriculum, I mean, you can say the learning pedagogy is based on experiential learning, irrespective of whichever course you're studying with us.
Wonderful. So that means there's obviously a great deal of industry connect that's also happening to be able to give that experiential learning. Yeah.
We have got a private limited company. I want to add that. So
Yes,
Yes,
please.
please.
we have got a private limited on campus. Okay.
Oh,
And
okay.
we take a lot of industry and corporate projects. And our students actually work on that, on live projects. So that's an added advantage.
So extreme focus on industry interaction. Obviously, therefore, real-time problem solving is being learned. You're being able to see how you're going to be implement. Either you're going to create or you're going to use and implement. So either way, you can be a part of the sunrise industry. Before we close, I would like that's very important information. And if I remember correctly, your admission process is open till the middle of this month. Yes.
Yes.
Just remind everyone of the date again.
So we are starting with an online induction on 12th of June, but we will be accepting applications till 30th of June. So
Okay.
so you have this entire month in order to get your admission process complete, and the classes will start from 21st of August.
Okay, wonderful. So for those students who are looking at applying sooner than later, please don't leave it because you have time till 12th. Do it and finish it as soon as possible. It'll be easier for you also to be able to move through the process. If a person applies to you over the next few days, how long does the process take in terms of being able to hear back?
1 day.
One day. Oh, there you go.
As I said, it's all AI driven, So you apply today, you get the link today, and you can give your test in the midnight, and tomorrow you will get your results.
Lovely.
So,
superb. So we're reducing the curve of anxiety as well. I like that. Okay,
absolutely,
good.
yes. And even when you have to confirm your admission, you can just pay an online fee. You don't even have to come down to the campus. to do that. But we urge everybody to visit us, because when you come down to the campus, you can meet our faculty experts, you can meet our chancellor. He also stays in the campus. You can see we have a dedicated AI floor, which you can definitely look at. And plus, our campus is a beautiful 40-acre campus, which is situated in the heart of a valley. So it's very close to Mumbai. It's in between Bombay Pune Expressway,
Oh,
and it
nice.
has, yeah, it's you'll be like, because you're in a valley, and we have, it's a fully residential campus. So those who are coming from outstation can stay with us in the hostel. Then we have all the facilities from from a gym to a saloon to a medical shop to a tuck shop to a open air plaza. And we have some 18 plus student clubs, from ranging from MUNs to TEDx talks, to debating, artifactory. For example, today also on the World Environment Day, there was a plantation drive. So all these things are there in order to make their college also like interesting, and they do enjoy the college life as well too. And just to
I'm
add on
very
the
glad.
corporate connect, I would like to just add one more point here, that you were talking about corporate industry. So this is the only university in entire Asia which is endorsed by 60 CEOs. So our board comprises of 60 CEOs, and plus this is the only university in India which is led by a global CEO as a chancellor. So you get to meet 250 plus professionals around the world, at the campus, in some or the other sense. So a lot of networking happens, and we do believe that when you network, you actually you can grow your career automatically by yourself. So a lot of industry connect happens also because of a board, in that sense.
Wonderful. So you've already covered all the different degrees that are available. I really liked being able to see that there was a sound engineering degree. That is brilliant, because so far we've been doing diploma programs in India and we've not been able to have degrees. There's lots of options that are available: management students, psychology students. So humanities, commerce, and science all have opportunities. The tech degrees will require mathematics for sure. So please make sure you keep that in mind. Now, Professor Shreyas, from you, as well as then Vani from you, because you are looking at the influx of students, I want to hear from you as well. Professor Shreyas, advice you would like to be able to give students who are considering a career or degree in AI, what would be the advice you'd like to give them?
Definitely the best career choice as of now, the go-to career choice, that's what it is told. Because I think you choose any career, but make sure that there is an element of AI and emerging tech in that. So
Yeah,
do anything, but have AI, somewhere in there. That is the
learn it
future.
somewhere. So very important to go through curricula and be able to learn. Wonderful. Vani, what is your advice? You see the students coming in. What is your advice to them?
See, I always say, that you be passionate about what you're doing, and excel what you like. Whether you want to become whatever career as is available in the world, be passionate, and do your research.
Yeah,
Talk to the university people wherever you go, whether it's here or anywhere in the world. Talk to the students, talk to the faculty, but make a decision for yourself, which is well researched, and be confident in it, and I'm sure you will excel in today's time, given there's a lot
wonderful.
of to do with technology. Yes.
Wonderful. So Vani has already put her number in the chat. I see, for anyone who'd like to reach out. In case you also miss that, scroll up to be able to look. Otherwise, you can mail us at hello@Mindler, and we will pass on your questions to the university as well. Thank you, Professor Shreyas, for sharing all the different areas in which we can work with in AI, which is pretty much everything now, and how we can do that. It's also important for students to keep in mind that AI is here to stay. If you're fighting it, you're going to lose. It's a losing battle. So we embrace as much of it. Either we learn to use it and work it to our advantage, or we learn to code it so it does what we're saying, and we help it learn as we go forward. It's important also for us to keep in mind that, please remember that one of the most important things for you to will be to be able to cognitively keep learning new things. AI is going to be the way to be able to help you do that, no matter what area of work you choose. It's going to help us be able to improve areas. In terms of, there's a good question, will it reach a saturation in terms of careers? I think we're so early on the curve. The saturation is many to the times 100 days
See, I have
away.
a point here. Sorry,
Yes,
ma'am. You can also start on your own. If you have a concept, if you have an idea, come to us. We will incubate you.
nice. So
You don't have to work for
opportunity
anyone.
either way.
You can start on your own. Be an entrepreneur.
Lovely. So I don't think, Tashvi, I don't think we're going to see a saturation in the next 5 to 10 years. I don't think yet. We're so early in the curve. I think it's going to be a while before saturation hits. So yeah, I think we're still in the process of figuring out. Remember, with all artificial intelligence, who codes it is important. So you have to be able to work on handling your own biases as well, so they don't get coded in. And important to keep ethics in the picture as well when we're looking at artificial intelligence. So your ability to learn, study, be multidisciplinary in your approach is going to be helpful to you as well. So I've given you my bit of gyan, even though I asked for gyan from other people. I would like to thank both my panelists for a very enriching session. Thank you. I have learned a lot. I made lots of notes while you were speaking. This will help me as well learn. So now I'm going to go on and try and figure out how do I learn AI online as easily as I can, since my mathematics is rubbish. So that's going to be tough for me, but let's figure out how I can do it. Thank you very much, Professor Shreyas. Thank you, Vani, for sharing all the information about admissions. Please note, information for Vani is in the chat. Hang on, I think it might be marked only to hosts and panelists. We might need to be able to put it marked to everyone. Hold on, I'm just copying it and pasting it there. Oh, nope, not working. Vani, you might need to mark your chat to everyone, please. There we go. That's Vani's number. You can connect with her. She's going to put her email ID in as well, so that you're going to be able to look at that. Any student who wants to reach out, please make sure you do that. Thank you for taking the time to join us today. I appreciate your time and attention. Thank you to both Professor Shreyas and to Vani. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much, Ms. Shilpa and Mindler. It was lovely being here on Wednesday evening. Yes, and looking forward to see some of you in our campus.
Yes, looking forward to hearing about that from you all as well. All the very best. Thank you very much for sharing all the information and sharing so much with us about artificial intelligence and its future. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.